Hey, I know how frustrating it can be to buy an office shredder that looks great on paper but turns into a daily headache. A few months ago, I was helping a friend set up a small shared workspace, and we ended up with a cheap shredder that jammed every other sheet. It wasted time, created mess, and honestly made us both regret the purchase. So when I saw the fellow's Powershred 425Ci, I decided to dig deeper, not just at the specs, but at the real-world trade-offs. If you're considering this for a home office, a small business, or even a busy classroom, here's what actually matters before you hit buy. Link is in the description if you want to check the product details on Amazon. This isn't some lightweight home model. The 425Ci is built for continuous use, which means it's designed to run for extended periods without overheating. That's a big deal if you're shredding stacks of contracts, client files, or old tax documents in one go. Most consumer shredders top out at 10 to 15 sheets and call it a day. This one handles 30 sheets per pass and turns them into tiny 5/32 inch by 11/8 crosscut particle security level P4. That level of destruction is overkill for personal use, but if you're dealing with sensitive client data or compliance paperwork, it's exactly what you need. The basket holds up to 30 gallons, so you won't be emptying it every hour, which is a huge time saver in a busy environment. One of the biggest frustrations with shredders is jamming. I've used ones that stop mid-shred, require you to reverse the feed, and sometimes even need you to disassemble the blades. The 425Ci's 100% jam-proof system is designed to prevent that entirely. It uses sensors and automatic reverse mechanisms to keep things moving smoothly, even with mixed paper types like staples, paper clips, or slightly crumpled sheets. That's not just marketing, it's a real difference when you're shredding a stack of old invoices and don't want to babysit the machine. The SafeSense technology also stops the blades if it senses your hand near the feed, which is a nice safety touch, especially in shared spaces. Now, let's talk about the trade-offs. First, size. This is a commercial-grade machine, so it's not small. It's about the footprint of a large desktop printer, and it weighs around 50 pounds. If you're setting it up in a tight home office, make sure you have the space. Second, noise. Even though it's quieter than older models, it's still a shredder. Expect a steady hum that's noticeable in quiet rooms. If you're shredding during calls or late at night, that could be a deal breaker. Another thing to consider is the TAA compliance. This model is designed and made in the USA and meets the Trade Agreements Act requirements, which is important if you're buying for a government office, school, or any organization that needs to follow strict procurement rules. That's not something you'll see on most consumer models, so if compliance is a factor, this gives you one less thing to worry about. Who should buy this? If you're shredding more than a few sheets a day, like in a small business, a nonprofit, a classroom, or even a busy home office, this is a solid investment. The jam-proof system alone will save you hours of frustration over time. It's also a good fit if you need consistent, high-volume shredding without constant maintenance. The basket indicator light helps you avoid overflows, which is a small but useful detail when you're juggling other tasks. Who should skip it? If you're only shredding occasionally, like a few sheets a week, this is overkill. A lighter-duty model would do the job and save you space and money. Also, if you're tight on space or noise is a concern, this isn't the quietest option out there. And if you don't need P4 security, you could save money with a less intense shredder. The real value here isn't just in the specs, it's in the reliability. Most shredders fail when you need them most, especially with mixed paper or higher volumes. The 425Ci is built to handle those moments without drama. It's not flashy, but it's one of those tools that quietly makes your workday easier. If that's what you need, it's worth the investment. So, if you've been burned by cheap shredders before, or you just want a machine that won't slow you down, this could be the right fit. Check out the fellow's Powershred 425Ci on Amazon. Link is in the description, and see if it matches your workflow.